Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. 19. 52 right here.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
A run. It's Murray. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's put that team on the puck.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, Florida. What do you got?
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 35. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So you got.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Middle.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 38 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them wiggly, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Watson. For the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the Texans first down.
Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. To the air yet again. Watson. Open man is QT complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
52's the ball.
Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
12 at the 14-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 14, Texans 7.
Check 55, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On second and 12, Watson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got Fuller. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going for it. It's Watson, and this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now this time, Rosen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Hey, high 7. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Check. Kill. Sponge. No.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Get ready.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
On first down, Murray. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 46 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Drake. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Check 52. Hug. Check 37.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Shift. Switch. Out. Tighten up.
Running, it's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. Parker unable to get that one.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Watson operating from the gun. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Ebron caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
First down, Houston.
Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. To throw is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Set. 19. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 25.
Throwing again. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check 25. 25.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Watch the pass. 59.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. James now to return. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back to throw, Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You're on an island over there. You're on an island. 85 is coming.
On first down, it's Watson. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, James has got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
That's it, baby.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 9.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson now to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdote.
And nothing but daylight ahead. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Switch. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Alert 3. Alert 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
On first down, Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.